This morning, a new warning for parents as students head back to class. The CDC now reporting coronavirus cases among children are steadily rising.
It feels like they're waiting for people to get hurt, people who seem to think that COVID's just a cold.
Just weeks after reopening, a third high school in Georgia's Cherokee County School District is closing after 500 of its 1,800 students are in quarantine. Arizona is now logging the highest rate of pediatric cases and hospitalizations in the country. Teachers outside Phoenix staging a sick out, forcing their school to cancel the first day of class.
The teachers are in a good position to give their voice, and they just weren't being heard.
An entire district in Nebraska is closing after 3 teachers tested positive and 24 more are in quarantine.
We knew this would happen at some point. We just didn't think it would happen one day into the school year.
And dozens of students are in isolation at this Oklahoma school district after 2 teens knowingly went to class after testing positive. COVID-19 hitting universities hard across the country too. An internal FEMA document linking 151 cases to outbreaks at 4 Louisiana colleges. The University of Notre Dame recording 44 cases in its first week back. An entire sorority house at Oklahoma State University quarantining after 23 members tested positive. And the University of North Carolina now announcing a 4th cluster of at least 5 cases in just 3 days.
The level of anxiety I felt through that was nothing I've felt before.
Social distancing measures at East Carolina University being tested during its opening weekend. Police breaking up 20 parties, including one with 400 people.
But it's like, shut it down, we'll shut it down, go back home. Someone else is going to have another party down the street, it's going to keep on going.
Despite classroom troubles, college athletes are pushing back on decisions to cancel seasons and conferences.
We enter into the sports season without any planning. I think a lot of people hoped that the pandemic would be over by now, and it's not.
82 Penn State football players' parents demanding answers, wanting to know specifics about why the 2020 season was postponed. At Ohio State, a quarterback starting a petition to have football reinstated, getting over 200,000 signatures so far. It comes as 9 football players at the University of Oklahoma test positive after returning from a week off. The team saying the season will go on as planned.
How's it feel to be a free man?
But one survivor in Michigan has spent months fighting to get back home. Zahed Raza got sick in March and is finally leaving the hospital after 137 days.
It's a miracle that I came back. I appreciate every minute of my life now.
When it comes to online learning, school officials say they're taking virtual learning just as seriously as in-person classes. In Massachusetts, school officials say they've reported dozens of families to state social workers whose kids are not logging in regularly. Mona.